Good evening and welcome to the Virtual College Exploration for all North and South Carolina students, sponsored by the Carolinas Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admission Officers, or CACRAO and StriveScan. We thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can utilize the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening through this CACRAO StriveScan partnership, so we encourage you to take a look at the full listing of the schedule online at CACRAO's website at cacrao.org. This presentation is being recorded and will be available not long after the session has concluded. So without further ado, I will transfer it over to our panelists so they can begin their session.
Hey, welcome. My name is Emma. I'm from Gardner-Webb University. I'm so excited that you are with us tonight. Gardner-Webb is a private Christian university. We are in Bowling Springs, North Carolina. So we're just about an hour west of Charlotte, but we're really excited to be with you tonight and excited to answer your questions. We're going to show you a few videos. I'm going to go through a presentation to tell you about different opportunities that we have here on campus. And then we're going to go through our admissions process. So we are so excited, and we are going to start off so you can see a little bit of our campus with a video from Mac the Bulldog. All right, so there's a little taste of our campus. We would love for you to come for a visit. We do have visits throughout the week that you can come and you can hear another presentation, talk to your admissions counselor, and then you'll be able to go on a campus tour as well. And Gardner-Webb, we have about 1,500 undergrad students here on campus, and our campus is really widespread. We have over 200 acres here, but I always tell students that it's not so big where it drives you crazy, but it's not too small where, or not too big where it overwhelms you, but it's not too small where it drives you crazy. It's a good medium size where you are meeting new people all the time, but also you are able to see familiar faces as you walk across the quad area and when you go into the cafeteria. So it's just a really sweet community. So we would love for you to come and visit us and check it out. But we are going to go through a presentation. So I'm going to share my screen with you. And we're going to get started. We're going to go all in, talk a little bit about Gardner-Webb. But we have a plaque that is on the outside of each one of our buildings here on campus that has a verse from Mark chapter 12, where Jesus says, "The greatest commandment is this, to love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength." So that is our theme. That's our motto, because we want this to be a place where you can go all in, where you can grow as a person, where you can grow in your faith, where you can grow in your profession, and really just for this to become like a second home to you. And if you ask most of the students here what their favorite part about Gardner-Webb is, they'll say the community, just because it's such a loving and family-oriented community. And we're going to go through those 4 things: heart, soul, mind, and strength, just so that you can see some of the different opportunities that we have here. But before we do that, I wanted to show you this map so that you know where we are, because if you have been here before, you know that when you're driving here, it kind of seems like you're coming to the middle of nowhere because you pass some cows along the way. But I actually think that we are in the perfect location because you get the small town feel, but also you're closer to a lot of bigger cities that are just within an hour drive. So like I said, we're located in Bowling Springs, North Carolina. We are a 1-stoplight town, but we are about an hour away from Charlotte, the Queen City. We're about an hour away from Asheville with the mountains, and then an hour away from Greenville, South Carolina. We're really close to the South Carolina state line. So lots of fun day trips that you can be a part of, and even some of our departments here, they'll take trips to go to Panthers games or go hiking in the mountains, or go see a concert in Greenville. So like I said, I think we are in the perfect location where you kind of get the best of both worlds. And then you can see we're just a few hours away from the coast as well, and then the big city of Raleigh. So we're going to go through heart, soul, mind, and strength. We're going to start out with heart. So students are the heart of our university. So we have over 60 clubs and organizations that you can be a part of. And these range from campus ministries, where we have men's and women's small groups. We have a student-led worship service every Tuesday night. We have Student Government Association. We have Fellowship of Christian Athletes. We have a lot of clubs that are associated with majors. So we have a psychology club, or we have a pre-med club. We have a lot of nursing clubs. And then we have some random clubs on campus, like a biking club. So they just kind of range all across the board. And hopefully it'll be something that you're interested in. And even if we don't have that, they are all student-led, and we love for students to start new clubs. So we would love for you to start that. But we have an event at the beginning of each year called the Connect Fair, where all the clubs and organizations will come to our student center, and they will set up a table so that you can get some more information, talk to students that are involved in that. And that's always a really fun event. And then also all the local churches and businesses and banks will come and be a part of that as well, because we want you to be involved in our community. And they always have free pizza and lemonade there. So that's always a fun thing as well. But then we do have a student activities department. So they do a really good job of providing events throughout the week and on the weekends that just kind of give you a break from the stress of school. So you can see the top 5 that are listed here. We'll have movies on the quad. We have a spring formal every year. We rent out a place in Gaffney, South Carolina, which is just about 15 minutes down the road, called the Big E, which has movies and laser tag and bowling. And so they'll give you a ticket a few times a semester to go and watch a free movie and have a free game of bowling or laser tag, which is always fun. And then we have a big event. It is legendary here, called Pancake Bingo. So it's exactly how it sounds. You eat pancakes and you play bingo. It's a super fun event that they do at the beginning of finals week each year. So all the students will go into our cafeteria, and they'll give you a bingo card and one of the little daughters, and then you can go and get a plate of pancakes. And then our chief police, he will call out the numbers, and it's really exciting because people are really competitive, but also they give away really good prizes like TVs and Keurigs and Xboxes and different things like that. And I will tell y'all a quick fun story really quick. So I was a student here at Gardner-Webb. I graduated in 2018. And when I was a student here, I actually won Pancake Bingo, which is a really big deal for me because I never win anything. And so I always like to tell this story because it's the one time I win something. But I was super excited. It was a big win for me and my friends because they had never won before either. And I got a TV. And so I was super excited about the TV. But I got it back to my apartment afterwards. It was a 40-inch TV, plenty big, super nice. But when I got it out of the box, the screen was shattered. And I was like, oh no, of course, the one time I win something, it's broken. And so I called student activities and I was like, listen, I got this home and it was broken. Can y'all do something about it? And they were like, yeah, we got it. And so a couple weeks later, they called me back and they were like, okay, so unfortunately we couldn't find you another 40-inch TV. So we just got you a 50-inch TV. Is that okay? I was like, yeah, that's okay. And so now I tell families that I have brought with me into my adult life, number 1, my education from Gardner-Webb, but number 2, my 50-inch TV that I still watch today. So just fun things like that that allow you to take a break from the stress of school and have a little bit of fun and build community here at Gardner-Webb. So the next thing is soul. So we are really big about serving around here. You can see some of the top 5 programs that we are involved in. We partner with our local elementary schools where you can be a lunch buddy and eat lunch with the kids once or twice a week. And we partner with a local homeless shelter that's in Gaffney, South Carolina, where a lot of our clubs will go and serve. We are really close to the Broad River, so they will host different cleanups that we also participate in as well. And then we are a Christian school here at Gardner-Webb, so there are a few things that you will be involved in with that. One is called Dimensions, which is kind of like our chapel service. So each student is required to go for their first 2 years here, so for 4 semesters. And it's just a 40-minute chunk of time on Tuesday mornings where they'll bring in somebody to speak. And usually it's somebody with Gardner-Webb ties. Sometimes it's even a coach or one of our professors, but They just share their story, and the point is for you to be encouraged. And you get class credit for it as well. And then also a part of our general education courses, you'll take Intro to Old Testament and Intro to New Testament. So like I said, we do have Bible studies on campus, small groups, but this is more of the historical context of the Old and the New Testament. So you're walking through each book and saying, okay, why is this important and how does this affect me today? And then the third thing is MIND, which is our academics. So we have a 13-to-1 student-faculty ratio. So our classes are pretty small, which I think really helps the learning experience, just because you get to know your professors get to know you, and you get to know the people in your class as well. So you are more than just a number in a classroom, but they know you, they know your story, they know your name, and you're really able to ask questions and get a really great hands-on experience. So some of our top majors, nursing is a really big one for us. We have a 100% pass rate on the NCLEX. So they prepare you very well for the nursing world. You'll be involved in clinicals, and our nursing building, it actually used to be an old hospital here in Bowling Springs, and the university bought it and converted it into classroom space. So it looks like a legit hospital, which is really cool. So if you come to visit, we would love to show you that facility. But then our nursing application, you apply after you're accepted to the university. So you know before you come to Gardner-Webb whether you've been accepted into nursing. But business is also really popular for us. We have a lot of different areas under there: sports management, marketing, accounting, international business, a whole list under there. Education is a big one for us, psychology, and then also biology. We have a lot of pre-professional studies. So we have pre-med, pre-law, and then we have like pre-occupational therapy, pre-pharmacy, pre-dentistry. So lots of those pre-medical routes, and a lot of students like to participate in that as well. And then I wanted to point out this statistic to you: 94% of our graduates are employed or in advanced programs within 6 months after graduating from Gardner-Webb. So we have a career development office. They do a really great job of providing different resources for you throughout the year, where they'll host different workshops on like a Thursday morning, and they'll teach you how to build your resume, what to wear to an interview, how to create a LinkedIn profile. And they are always available so that you can go and sit with them and look over your resume. And they will post different internship and job opportunities. They host various job fairs throughout the year where they'll bring companies in or organizations in so that you can network and really get to know them and meet them face to face. So they do a really good job in helping prepare you for life after college. But we have over 60 majors that you can choose from. And if you want to check some more of those out, they are on our website. So we'd love for you to take a look at that. And then again, just emphasizing the student-professor relationship. It is a really special thing. And like I said, you're more than just a number in a classroom. And then, like I said, different internships that our career development office will point you to. Most of our majors will require some sort of internship because we want you to get a hands-on experience while you're here and experience the world before you go out in it. And so they do a good job of connecting you with people around here or in your hometown with an internship opportunity that is related to your major. And then we also have some research opportunities where students can come for part of the summer, and they will pick a particular topic that they're interested in, and basically that's kind of your full-time job, is researching that. You'll write papers, create presentations, you'll have a faculty advisor that will walk with you through that just to kind of dive a little bit deeper into that. And then you'll have the opportunity to present at one of our honors conferences that takes place in the spring. So that's a great opportunity for experience and just to kind of broaden your horizons and dig a little bit deeper in something that you are interested in. And most of the time that doesn't come until a graduate level. So we're really excited for the opportunity to have that for y'all. We also have some study away programs. You can see some that are listed here. Students have been to England, Spain, Malta, Sweden, Denmark. They spend a semester there getting class credit, but also experiencing a different culture. We've also had some students that have just stayed within the U.S. We had a student that went to Washington, D.C., and she was a public relations major, and she worked at a PR firm that was right next to the White House. And so she was getting class credit and spent the semester up there, and then she was able to come back and finish out her senior year. So we have those opportunities where we can plug you in with different communities and cultures and places so that you can get that experience and have it be a part of your college credit as well. And this is a picture actually from one of our groups that was sponsored by the Board of Trustees. They went to Italy and they spent a few weeks there, got some of their credits out of the way, and were able to sit in class and learn, but then also go to all the museums and eat all the good food. So we would love for you to be a part of that while you're at Gardner-Webb. And then the last thing is strength, which is our athletics. So we are Division I. We're a part of the Big South Conference, and we have 22 sports on campus. And game days are extremely exciting here in Bowling Springs because you know the people that you're cheering for, and they know who's cheering for them as well. And it's Division I, so it's pretty competitive. We get to play some really big teams, which is exciting. We played NC State a couple years ago. We played Wake Forest, Georgia Tech across the board in some of our sports. So that's always really exciting, and all of our community comes and is a part of those games as well, which is super fun. And this is a picture from our men's basketball team. They won the Big South Conference last year in 2019. And this was honestly one of the most exciting things that I've ever been a part of here at Gardner-Webb. We had a big celebration for them when they went to the NCAA tournament when they were selected. And it was so cool to see the whole community come and celebrate them and just to see how excited they were to be a part of that. And this is actually one of my favorite pictures that we have here because when I was a student here, most of these guys I sat next to in class in the summers. So I know how hard they worked to get to this point in this picture. And so it's just really sweet to be able to know them, know their stories, and see really their dreams come true. And that's the kind of community that you have here at Gardner-Webb. You know the people that are in the pictures on the website or as you're walking down the hall. Which just makes it a really sweet experience and a really cool family atmosphere. But then we also have intramural sports as well that you can participate in. We have intramural basketball, flag football, beach volleyball. They even have intramural cornhole sometimes. So that's always a fun experience to be a part of. And people get really competitive in that too, so it's super fun. And then we also have CrossFit as well. That is something new within the past year. We have a CrossFit coach who coaches the classes, and it is free to you as a student here at Gardner-Webb. We have a CrossFit box, which is really awesome. So if you come to visit, we would love to be able to show you that as well. And they host classes all throughout the day and all throughout the week. So we would love for you to be a part of that experience too. And so now we are going to move into the admissions process. Just to explain to you our application, some of the different scholarship opportunities that we have. So we are rolling admissions, which really means we don't have a deadline on our application. And then our application is free. It is on our website. It's a really easy process. It'll probably take you 15 minutes tops. So you'll go and fill that out, and then we just need your transcript after that. This year we are going to be test optional. So we just need your GPA in order to move forward in the acceptance process. If you do have your scores, please send them to us and we can add them to your file, certainly. But we just need your application and your transcript. Once we receive that, we will process it, and then we will give you a call and let you know about your acceptance, and then you'll get an acceptance packet in the mail as well. And our application is already open right now. We are moving towards the acceptance process, so we will be doing that very soon. So I encourage you to go ahead and fill that out and apply. And you, like I said, you can just find that on our website. And then we do give out scholarships. So we have merit-based scholarships that range from $5,000 to $18,000 per year. So each student receives one of these scholarships, and so that is automatically generated whenever you are accepted into the university. So when we call you as your admissions counselors, we will let you know of that amount, and then also it will be in your acceptance letter as well. And so We also have some competitive scholarships too that we would love for you to be a part of. And this is one of the benefits of going ahead and applying early to Gardner-Webb. So we have what's called the Tucker Scholarship. So this is our really big scholarship supported by some people who support Gardner-Webb and helped build our student center here. It's called the Tucker Student Center. But for this scholarship, we are looking for somebody who is really living out that verse that I talked about at the beginning of loving the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. And the second part of that verse says, love your neighbor as yourself. And so we're looking for somebody who is loving the Lord their God with all their heart, soul, mind, and strength, and serving their neighbor as well, and really involved in their community. And so the way this one works, you have somebody in your life nominate you, a non-family member. The nomination form can be found on our website. And then you will be invited to fill out an application after that. And the application will be due on November the 1st, but they will select about 14 or 15 students to come and be a part of an interview process that'll take place at the end of November. And so you will interview with a panel of individuals from Gardner-Webb. And then they select one person to receive one full tuition plus room and board scholarship. So that's a great opportunity to be a part of. So like I said, the nomination forms are already out there. So if you want to get somebody in your life to go ahead and nominate you, we'll go ahead and send you the application for that. And then our academic scholarship is called Ignite Excellence. And so this one, they give out 8 full tuition scholarships. And the way this one works, once you are accepted, if you have a 3.7 GPA, and in the past we've done the test scores of 25 ACT or 1200 SAT, if you meet those requirements, then you will be nominated by your admissions counselor whenever you're accepted. And then you will be invited to fill out an application for that, which will be due at the beginning of December. And then the interviews will take place at the end of January, beginning of February. So we'll invite you to be a part of that. You'll go through an individual interview and a group interview, and they just want to get to know you, some of the people here on campus and some of the students. And it's a great opportunity just to be a part of, to get to know some other people that may be coming to Gardner-Webb as well. But like I said, they give out 8 full tuition scholarships, and then they give out about 50 honor scholarships as well. And like I said, it's really good to go ahead and apply, and so we can get through with your acceptance so that we can focus on hopefully having you a part of one of these scholarship days. And then after you apply, whether you do that on our website or on the Common App, on October 1st, when the FAFSA opens, we invite you to fill that out. When we receive that, we will process it, and then we will create a financial aid package for you. And so you will be able to view that on one of our online portals, and then you'll get a paper copy in the mail as well. But that is what your admissions counselors are here for, is to walk with you through the process. We want to answer all your questions. We want to talk to your parents, talk with them about money. And if you have any outside scholarships, we can certainly apply those to your financial aid package as well. But we want to be here to help you, and we want to make it as smooth a process as possible. So just let us know how we can do that. And obviously we want you to pick Gardner-Webb, we really do, but we also know that you are looking at a lot of other schools, and there's a lot of schools, really great schools to choose from. But we want to make it smooth, and we want you to pick Gardner-Webb, but if not, we're going to celebrate with you no matter what. But just let us know how we can help you, how we can advise you and walk with you throughout this college process. And then finally, just check us out on our website. We are on social media too, so we would love for you to follow us on there. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. We even have a TikTok, so we'd love for you to follow us on TikTok as well. But they'll post various things on there. We'll have student takeovers, and they'll post different things that are going on here around Gardner-Webb. So follow us on there so that you can get a little taste of what we're like here at Gardner-Webb. And then on our website, like I said, our application is on there, but then also, like I said, we have visits that are happening all throughout the week, individual visits, and so that's where you can sign up for those as well. And we do have various virtual events that are going on, and we have had some very small in-person visits that we're working through here in this time. So we would love for you to check that out, to sign up for it, and come be a part of what we're doing here at Gardner-Webb, and ask all your questions and just kind of get a feel for who we are and what we're about. But thank you so much for listening to all that information. If you want to go ahead and if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the Q&A box. We are going to watch a video from one of our professors over in the School of Business. So be putting your questions in there and I will answer them after we watch this video.
Hi, I'm Misha Taylor, Dean of the Gobble School of Business here at Gardner-Webb. I'm excited to be here today to tell you a little bit about Gardner-Webb and why you will find this your home away from home. The best parts about our faculty is they get to know each student on a personal level. The faculty are able to do that because of our class size. Our classrooms are small. We have small groups of students in each one that allows us the opportunity to get to know our students on a deeper level. For example, the business faculty really care about our students. We treat each one as a member of our family, as that is an extension of the Gardner-Webb community. We are all one big family here, and we want each individual student to feel a part of that family. As a student here at Gardner-Webb, you'll find that while working in your major, you will form a community with each other. And what's fascinating is that that community extends well beyond your major into the larger Gardner-Webb family. And you'll be able to develop relationships with your peers, your faculty, and others all across campus. So as a faculty member here at Gardner-Webb, I've found that all of our faculty work hard to make sure that we are creating good Christian leaders who are going to leave here and create a positive impact on their communities. As an example, in the Gobble School of Business, students have the opportunity to complete an internship, to attend career fairs, and to attend networking events and meet with individuals outside of the classroom to expand their knowledge and learn more and be able to apply those skills they are developing in the classroom. We're excited to have you on campus this fall, and I can't wait for you to experience Gardner-Webb. And if you ever need anything while here or have any questions, feel free to come by and visit me. I'm in Hamrick Hall on the 2nd floor.
All right, does anybody have any questions? Please feel free to put them in the chat. I will tell you just a little bit more about Gardner-Webb while I'm waiting for your questions. If you have any, if you don't, that is completely okay. We would love to follow up with you after this as well. But like I said, I was a student here at Gardner-Webb. And I have been working in the admissions office for the past 2 years. But I came from Mississippi, so I came a little far away from home, but I found Gardner-Webb through an email. And as soon as I got on campus, I knew that this was the place where I was supposed to be. And I loved the community that I got to build here, and just the opportunities that I have were incredible. I was a double major in missions and also in public relations, which was a heavy load sometimes, but it was really exciting. And I loved that both of the departments, they really helped me to combine my majors. So some of the things that I was doing in my public relations classes, they would allow me to like create a graphic or write a press release for something that we were hosting within campus ministries, or something that I was doing in one of my religious studies classes, which was really fun. And that is what the community is like here. They want you to live out your passions. They want to see how they can help you live those out, and provide opportunities for you. I was involved with a couple internship opportunities, one here on campus with our athletic communications department, which I loved, and then also one with a Baptist convention back in Mississippi, which was super fun. And I had the opportunity to do both of those and gain some experience, and I loved both of that. And so most of my professors, they allowed me to have those connections. They introduced me to people, and allowed me to have conversations and build those relationships and connections, which was just really awesome. But does anybody have any questions that I can answer for you? All right, we are going to show one more video for you. It's one of our students. His name is Daniel Graves. He was involved in a lot here at Gardner-Webb. So we're going to show you his video just so that you can get another taste of Gardner-Webb.
Hey, my name is Daniel Graves, and I'm a music business major from Cumming, Georgia. A big part of my Gardner-Webb experience has been being a collegiate cheerleader. A friend encouraged me to try out for cheerleading because I've always been passionate about Gardner-Webb athletics, and I wanted to share that passion with others. It's taught me valuable teamwork skills, helped me develop a strong work ethic, and taken me to some pretty cool places, like when we cheered during Gardner-Webb's first March Madness appearance. Something that I value deeply about Gardner-Webb is how strong our community is. When we went to March Madness, the stadium was overwhelmed with Gardner-Webb fans. We definitely had the home court advantage, even in Columbia, South Carolina. We were surrounded by the passionate Gardner-Webb community who poured their hearts and souls into cheering on our guys. To this day, I have incredible pride in not just the 2018-2019 basketball team, but the university as a whole. And it doesn't even take just a major athletic event to bring us together. A few years ago, there was a major snowstorm, and all over campus you could see students sledding, building snowmen, hanging out, and just truly enjoying time with one another. I met and developed so many friendships with students that I didn't see on a regular basis. What unites us all is the pride we share in our university and the work God is doing through all of us here. I've been fortunate enough to be able to be a student recruitment ambassador and a resident advisor during my time. There is nothing more fulfilling than seeing a student that I walked with during their college journey come to Gardner-Webb and thrive. I would not be who I am today without these 4 years at Gardner-Webb. And if I could do it all again, I would choose Gardner-Webb 100%. No matter who you are, how long you have been here, or how long you've been away, Gardner-Webb is a family that cares deeply for its alumni, current students, and students to be.
All right, well, if we don't have any questions, then we will wrap up. And if you think of any, please feel free to give us a call or stop by, and we would love to see you. But thank you so much for joining us tonight.
All right. Thank you again for attending this particular session. We hope that once you close your window, you will complete the 4-question survey that should appear. In addition to that, we also hope that you'll sign up for more sessions that can be found on CACRAO's website at cacrao.org. And lastly, a recording of this session will be made available, and you can expect that not long after it has concluded. Take care and have a wonderful night.